Welcome back to Cosmos. Today we're going to review episode 7, which was the episode where we learned that lead is very, very bad. It covered the scientific life of Claire Patterson and his mentor and the wayward scientist Robert Kehoe. Bravo to Claire to figuring out that lead is bad and leaded gasoline was killing people and harming the environment when that other guy, Robert, was sitting behind his outdated, incorrect data just to help the big oil companies make some money and probably himself keep receiving a nice fat paycheck. That's not how science works. You don't do science for the paycheck. You do science because it's something you're passionate about. You do science because you want to help people, you want to change the world, you want to expand our understanding of the world around us, of the cosmos around us. You don't do it because somebody's paying you to. Claire effectively ended one of the biggest human health crises in the history of the world. He figured out what the Romans didn't and learned that lead is bad and should not be used. Whether it's cheap and easy, it doesn't matter. Lives matter, your health matters, the environment matters. And I especially want to call out and shame Kehoe because he was kind of being a sellout and was using science in the way that we can't use it. Why science gets a bad rap, because scientists can be bought for a price, and that's wrong and awful and terrible, and I hate it. I hate it because it's something that happens today. I'm almost positive that scientists are being bought out by big oil to campaign against using green energy and to campaign against climate change being real and being caused by people, because people still believe that it's not a thing, like not a thing at all. And I know that the state of Virginia in the United States, you cannot make an environmental policy citing global climate change as a cause to have that policy, which is ridiculous. Science should never work to harm the public. If we enacted the green tech that came out in the 70s, imagine where we would be today. We had the power to have electric cars way back before we've actually started to make them like on a broader scale. Can you imagine what kind of technology we had if we just invested in it sooner? We probably wouldn't even have as much conflict over in the Middle East because we wouldn't be bringing freedom to countries that don't want our brand of freedom because they have oil. Imagine how many diseases we could have cured if we legalized stem cell research. Government and religion tend to be counterproductive to scientific advancement, and while they both have very redeeming qualities, they need to learn to work hand in hand with science. As far as learning the true age of the planet and whether people believe Patterson's number or not, it shouldn't matter, because if there is a God in whatever form, why would he or she want to keep creation a secret from us? Why would he or she want to keep the mechanism of their greatest creation away from those he created in his own image? Finding out our origins in the cosmos and even on this planet should be one of the most religiously enlightening experiences we can have. It shouldn't be suppressed by the government and the church. It should be helped. They should advocate for it. Like, why would they not want to find out more? Why would this God want their people to suffer from the blind obedience of the olden times when we have the methods and the mechanisms and the ability to find out more about them? Wouldn't that make you come to love them more? I also got pretty emotional again when Neil was holding the meteor, because he's holding where we came from. Like, he's holding our creator in his hand. He's holding everything we are, everything we were, and everything that we will be in his hand. That's where we came from. We are star stuff. It must have been very humbling to hold that in his hands. I also was very moved when Patterson, when he was getting his information to find the true age of the Earth, he thanked all those that came before him, like Faraday, like Einstein, like all of these scientists that forged the path and that paved the way for him to make that final discovery. It's like he was picking up their torch and going to the finish. He was finishing their legacy. He was achieving their dream, and I got very emotional. I think that's something we should always recognize and acknowledge those who lit the path for us. Science is not about personal achievement. It's about human achievement. And you can't do it alone. And there's people who started it before you. And you need to remember them, and you need to think about them and hold them within you when you do your research or when you're finding something, when you're making observations. Because they're right there with you. They got you there. They helped you make that question. Remember them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.